we'll start in a nice seated position. You could do cross-legged, you could do one foot in front of the other. You could even sit up on a blanket if that feels good. Just so we have a nice long spine. From the tailbone, reaching down all the way through the crown of the head. And we'll just start seated, rolling the shoulders, just letting go the day. And just begin to start breathing deeply and just slowing down these rolls. Inhale as you reach the shoulders up, and exhale as they come down. Just take your time, put your hands wherever feels good. This is all for you. Just keep breathing. Start to breathe in and out through the nose. You can switch the circles to come forward now. Just let go of that tension with every exhale. And we'll bring the palms down to our sides. As we inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. Let the fingertips touch, relax the shoulders, and as we exhale, they'll just rain down, nice and slow. We'll do that a few more times. Inhale as the arms reach up. Really make it a stretch, and exhale, they come down, pulling the belly in ever so slightly. Inhale, reach them up. And exhale, let them come down. We'll take one more, just reach them up. And as we come down, we're going to twist over to the right. Take an inhale, reach the spine up. And as we exhale, pull the abs in, twisting deeper. And we don't want to be cranking into this. We'll just keep this nice and light. Keep that left hand nice and light. And just breathe in and out through the nose. Take one more inhale. Nice and deep. And one last exhale. On our next inhale, let's reach those arms all the way up. We'll twist to the other side, nice and gentle as we exhale. Inhale, find length from the tailbone through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, pull the abs in. Let it take you deeper. Not forcing it here, we're just trying to release. Take one last inhale. As we breathe out, let's just reach the arms back up. Make it a little stretch. Ooh, yes. Let's rain the fingers down. Keeping the palms by our sides, we'll do a couple neck stretches here. So dropping the ear to the shoulder. And just start to breathe deeply into this area right here, the shoulder and the neck, and the upper back body. If this feels good, and if you want to go a little bit further, you can start to inch the fingers away from the body. You can even play with bringing them back behind the body a little bit, keeping those abs engaged ever so slightly to keep yourself in the sitting position. And if you want to add a little bit more, we can just gently put the hand on the head. We're not pulling or pushing it down. We're just letting it lay there. And just deep, deep breaths in. Nice and long, opening the body. As you breathe out, just let everything release down into the ground. With these last few breaths, just start to play with the angle here, so you can dip the chin now a little bit. Looking down towards your knee. Just find what feels good for you right here. Begin to twist it and look over to the right. But never forcing it. Take one last inhale. And as we exhale, we'll bring the fingers back, and we'll take that right hand to lightly press the head back to center. Let's reach our arms back up on an inhale. Take it all in. As we exhale, just bring them down, and we'll do the other side. So letting the ear fall to the shoulder. Just feeling it out. And then as you wish, you can take it a little deeper. Reaching the fingertips to the side or back behind you. You may even feel that stretch in the shoulder here. Just breathe into any sensation. And take a couple more breaths before you take it a little bit deeper. Just see if your head is going to relax anymore, to go a little bit further. We don't want to go to our edge just yet. Now I'll bring the hand just above the head, just for a little bit. Might be nice to play with moving the chin here, even with the hand on top of the head. Just find what works for you. Letting each inhale and each exhale relax you. Keep playing with the angles here. Hold where it feels good. Take one last inhale. As we exhale, bring the fingers back close to the body and let that hand slowly bring the head back to center. Do anything you need to do to kind of wiggle that out. On our next inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. As we exhale, we're going to take a tricep stretch here. So you're going to hold on to the right elbow here and just pull it back ever so slightly. We don't want to raise the shoulders here. We want to relax them, and we don't want to pop the chest out here. So we want to pull the abs in, making sure that we stay in that nice long spine. So just feeling a little bit of a stretch. We're not really looking to like crank it here. Just make it nice and gentle. Press the head back into the arms. And breathe. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out through the nose or mouth, whatever feels good, with whatever pose that we do. Make it your own. Take one last breath here. And we'll release, and we'll just go straight to the other side. So pulling that left shoulder, relaxing the shoulders down, or that left elbow, and relaxing the shoulders down. Belly stays slightly engaged, nice long spine. Press that head back into the arms. You can close your eyes and just allow this release of tension to happen. You are here, you made it. The day is done. Or whatever it is that happened for you is done. Now we can just let it go down below our sits bones and into the earth. Take a couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, we'll release the arms. Just do any kind of movement that feels good. Then we're going to dive forward onto hands and knees. Move the blankie. So we're coming into a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, fingers spread wide, pressing into the knuckles instead of the wrists here. And keeping the knees under the hips, nice and hip width apart. Toes, you do as you will, do whatever you want. Pull the abs in. Imagine the tailbone is reaching back. And the crown of the head is reaching forward, so we're not looking up here, we're looking down past our fingertips. Take one round of breath here, just to really calibrate. And on our next inhale, we'll take cat-cow, rolling the shoulders back, chest comes forward, pulling that tailbone up towards the sky. You can look forward. And as you exhale, curl the tailbone really round the back. Press the earth away. Let your head fall. And just go with your breath, inhaling as you come into this kind of this half moon shape with your back. And then as you exhale, pull the abs in and let the body really push away from the ground here, kind of like a Halloween cat. We'll do a couple more on your own. Pressing into the knuckles. On your next inhale, come to neutral here. Abs still pulling in. We'll just inch the fingers forward a little bit. We're going to take some hip circles just to release the hips. You can do it one way, the other. If it's too much on your knees, you can always put a blanket under your knees here as well. And then just start to go the other way. Just being very mindful of your movement, but also allowing yourself to just release into the floor. You can stay up here a little bit, play around with this. Always keeping the abs nice and engaged. And go back. Just really make it your own. Make it nice and juicy. Take one last breath, one last movement. Maybe popping and cracking. And that's fine. Neutral. We'll curl the back toes under. Press into the feet here. And you're going to push the hips all the way up to the sky, coming into a downward facing dog, but keeping the knees deeply bent, staying on the ball mounts of your feet. Fingers spread wide. Let the head go, shaking yes and no. Just really bring that belly to the thighs. Chest toward the thighs here, making that V shape. And when you feel ready, you can start to straighten one leg and then the other. Pedal out the feet. Releasing the hamstrings, stretching out those calves. You can take the feet wide. Do whatever feels good here. And then we'll find stillness. Whatever feels good for you in this moment right now. Pulling the abs in. Spine is nice and long here. Relax the shoulders. Just keep breathing. One last inhale. And as we exhale, drop the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch. Hips to the heels, and we'll come back into a child's pose. Bring the elbows wide here, and you can use a block to put your head on, or you can just relax your head on your hands. And just breathe here, allowing the low back to release. Inhaling deeply through the belly, feeling the body expand. As you exhale, you drop deeper and deeper into this state. We'll slowly push back up, walking the hands to to the seat. We'll bring our legs to one side, bring them forward. We're actually going to come into this butterfly shape here, so I'll face you. So soles of feet together, or you can open them like a little book here, and we're just going to give ourselves a little massage. So feel free to just give those feet a little bit of love. They did so well today, carrying us through everything. Keep the breath nice and strong. Allow it to really move through the body. Take an inhale. Come nice and long. Roll the shoulders back here. Crown of the head reaches up as the tailbone reaches down. And then just start to come forward. The elbows can go on the shins and the knees here. But we're not going to round down. We're going to keep the integrity of that long spine here. Just take a couple breaths here. Folding ever so slightly. One more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Begin to come back up nice and gently. Bring the knees back together. And we're going to let the legs go long here. So I don't want them to be super active. They're just going to kind of lay here. We're going to do a forward fold, but we're not going to try and grab the toes. We're going to do it more for our spine. So it's more of like a yin style forward fold. And what I like to do is you can sit up on a blanket here. If that feels nice, so you're not rounding backward, you're kind of on the front of the blanket here. Otherwise, if this kind of bothers your knees, to have them open like this, you can keep them forward, or you can just put a blanket under the knees, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put a blanket under the knees, relax the legs here. On an inhale, we'll just bring the hands next to our seat here. Inhale, nice and long spine. And as you exhale, we'll bring the hands forward and start to just round the spine and let the head become nice and heavy here. Breathing nice and deep. You'll feel this in different areas of the spine, different muscles that you wouldn't think, but after a long day, it's nice to just let yourself empty here. So let the crown of the head just reach down. Not forcing yourself forward, just letting the head do all the work. All of its weight and glory. Keep up with your breath here. Put the hands wherever it feels good. You can start to take a little bit of movement here, just intuitively playing around like we did before, with the neck going one way, the other. Switching your weight around to see if you can get another juicy stretch in. And once you've found that spot, you can just sit there for a moment. Really breathe deep into that sensation. As you exhale, bring the palms on the mat and let your head stay heavy here. Just begin to align from the tailbone up your spine, each vertebrae. And you can even bring your hand to guide your chin up, parallel to the mat here. So once you've gotten up, you can move whatever you don't need. Wiggle out your fingers and toes. And we'll come to lie on our backs. So slowly come down. Pull the knees into the chest. And we're just gonna hold on to the knees here, just do a little pumping motion, keeping our low back flush to the ground here. So the abs are still pulling in as we breathe. You can go in circles if that feels good. Releasing the hips and the low back even more. It might feel good to like do a little rocking, so holding on to the shins here. Rock from side to side. One last breath, doing as you wish. Now we'll plant the feet to the ground. Lift your right leg up. And we're gonna bring that right ankle over that left thigh here. Coming into an ankle to knee, so reclined pigeon. And if this feels good, if you're feeling a nice stretch here, stay here. Otherwise, you can come up on the tippy toes and reach through to grab either your shin or the back of the thigh. And you can use this right elbow to really press into that leg so that you're not bringing it in. Really flex into that right foot here. So pull it in where it feels good. Find what works for you right now. It might be different from tomorrow or yesterday. Accept it, relax your shoulders, relax your forehead. Just take a couple breaths to release any tension in the hips. One last round of breath. And we'll slowly bring the foot back. Stretch that leg long, crack, crack. And then we'll move to the other side. So flexing that foot, left ankle over right thigh, staying here, or taking it a little bit deeper. Relax and melt into the earth here. Let gravity do most of the work. Take one last round of breath. And then start to bring that foot back down. Stretch both legs long. Stretch the arms above. Take any movements that you need to. You can windshield wiper the feet here. Just wave them from left to right. And then, once you finish, we'll bring our arms to our sides. The legs hang here. Take up space. Relax for Shavasana. Final resting pose. We'll take just a few moments here. You can close the eyes. Let go of that deep belly breath. Relax the shoulders. Relax the eyes here and the forehead. Allow your hips to really sink into the floor here. Really allow all that you have done, not only in this practice, but in your day. Just allow it all to integrate here. Allow everything that isn't serving you, any tension you are holding, to really empty down into the earth. And just surrender. Start to deepen your breath. Release the belly into the chest. Slowly awaken the body. Just wiggle the fingers and toes. You can roll out the ankles and the wrists. Take your time. No rush. You can take another long stretch, reaching the arms above your head, legs long. And then begin to bend the knees and roll onto your right side. Using your right arm, there's a little pillow here. Begin to breathe nice and deep, coming up into a nice easy seat. Crossing the legs. We'll just bring the hands together at heart center. Take a deep inhale. And then sigh it out through the mouth. Do that a couple times actually. Inhale through the nose. Let it out. One last time. Inhale. And let it go. Thank you for doing this practice with me. And thank you for showing up for yourself to really wind down after a long day. I'm proud of you. You should be proud of you. Now I'll say, namaste.